What's up, guys? Justin from Salty Toad Fishing here. Just going to go over a couple of products that I prefer to use when I clean the boat. I got a favorite to clean the seats that seems to work better than anything else I've been able to find, and a deck cleaner as well that I use when obviously the boat gets dirty from being out on the water. So stay tuned. I'll go over what I use and see how everything goes. All right, guys, so I just want to make pretty clear before I get started, I don't have sponsors or anything from any of these companies. These are just products that I like to use. I've tried a bunch of different stuff, and these are the ones that I feel like definitely work best for me, at least. So first thing that I always do on the seats is pretty much what you're going to want to do is just get a light mist of water on them, and then I take the Nautical One Premium Extreme Mildew Stain Remover and pretty much just spray it on there. Give it a good spray, and then pretty much you can either let it sit or you can just kind of brush it in, get it to sink in. And then just let it sit at that point. And I usually give it, depending on how dirty it's got, I usually give it maybe 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes more if it's pretty dirty. And if you have some deep mold or mildew stains in the seats, you may need to give it 30 minutes or more. Maybe you need to use spray it a couple times, but we're just gonna give it about 3 minutes, and I'll come back and see how everything's going. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes since I sprayed the Nautical One mildew remover on there. I haven't done anything yet, haven't brushed it or anything, and usually I don't have to. If I keep the seats clean, which I usually do after every trip, then anything that gets on them, I usually don't have to actually scrub them out. But you can if you'd like. You just kind of go over it pretty lightly. You don't have to do much. And I know this wasn't the greatest example because my seats, generally, I try to keep them pretty clean. That's really all you got to do. But in the past, I've let them get really bad, and these Robalo boats are known for having pretty rough seats. So I'll give you an example. On my other seat, it's got a little bit of dirt on it without even brushing it. So give me 1 minute and I'll check out the other seat. All right, so yep, this is the other seat. There's definitely a little bit of dirt on it. All I'm gonna do, just gonna spray this stuff on, and we're gonna give it again 3 minutes, and we'll see how it looks without me touching it again. Okay, back to seat number 2. You can see I haven't touched it, I haven't done anything with it, and it's pretty much pulled everything off of it just with the spray being on there. So this stuff definitely works good. Nautical One Extreme Mildew Stain Remover. Okay, so now we'll talk about deck cleaner. I use the Star Brite non-skid deck cleaner. Works amazing. You really, as long as you keep your deck pretty clean regularly, you're going to have very little trouble pulling stuff up. So just like on the seats, we're going to go ahead. That was supposed to be on mist. I forgot to switch it back, but that's okay. So we'll just get the surface a little bit wet, and then I'm going to go ahead give it a good spray. And then this one I definitely like to just run the brush over it, let it sink in real good. Same thing, give it 3 minutes, and we'll come back and should pull everything up right there. Okay, so we are back to the deck here. This is just one of my steps. This was one of the dirtiest spots, so I figured I'd try this spot to show you guys. So I sprayed this stuff on, Star Brite non-skid deck cleaner. Just ran the brush over it a little bit to let it set in, giving it 3 minutes. And pretty much what I'm going to do is just do pretty much a light, run the brush over it. Nothing crazy, because this stuff works really good. And then we'll spray it off. You can see pretty much pulls everything right off of it. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any of your own products that you think work really good and you want to share them, feel free to comment, or you can go ahead and shoot me a message. Other than that, if you are on YouTube, I would appreciate if you could like and subscribe if you like the video. All right, guys, have a good one.